Works. You are live. There you go. We are live.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. No one's here yet, but sod it. Right, get the beers going. Get the beers going. It's a Friday night.
Yep. Beer, whiskey, whatever your fancy
Yeah.
is.
In your case, whiskey.
Yep. And let's see if Joshua pops up. But
yeah, I'm sure he will.
He
said he will. But cheers, Matthias.
Cheers.
Happy painting. Right.
Yep. I'm currently painting some Empire Wizards.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. How big's the army at the moment? Is it just starting, or is it a?
I wouldn't say it's about. I think painted maybe 18,000 points.
18,000.
Yeah.
So it's Cody, beer for me. Cheers. Yeah, you can't make it. Right, let's get. I always like to get the channel up and see it live as well on there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So what am I painting? I'm painting 10 mil again. Got the doing the archers now for the grudge bringers.
Oh yeah.
I've been messing around with.
Yeah, they were quite nice. The infantry.
Yeah, didn't look too bad. It's one of those things, painting 10 mil. You don't really want to worry about details too much. You just want to get some paint on, get some wash on, maybe one highlight or something.
Yeah. I actually never gone into the that scale. I have quite a few epic minis that I intend to paint at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten around to it yet. So yeah, we'll see if I can, find a technique that works.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just about finding what works for yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people use contrast paints for these sort of things.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But I don't have it many, so don't have that opportunity. Have you dabbled into War Machine before? War Master?
No. That's one of the games I never played. I never even seen anyone playing it, I think.
Maybe not. No, it's just it's a good game. Very good game.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things, but I don't think it took off that much in Sweden.
No, I think it fell into hard times with politics and stuff within the company at the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean they didn't really cover it all that much in White Dwarf. It had a pretty short period, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely, it did. It's sort of 2000, wasn't it? It came out in 2000. Apparently, it was due to have a box release with two armies and stuff in 98, but they did Gorka Morka instead.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. I think the powers to be didn't think it was going to do well or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere, maybe heard that Gorka Morka, that was pretty a rush job. They sort of came up with it in a couple of months and just we have to release it. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what happened, I think.
I never played Gorka Morka either, but I mean, it seems more like a fun game that doesn't take too long, I suppose.
Yeah, I myself never played it either. Yes, it was a game I never got into. I kind of got out of the hobby really when all that sort of stuff started coming in as a youngster.
Yeah.
So I bypassed all that sort of stuff, and I only really got into War Master much later. I never played it when it was out originally. It's just something I've found, and I think nowadays you can get the 3D sculpts for it now. It's such an easy game to get into.
Yeah. So is it mostly painting, or do you have someone to play as well?
It's mostly painting at the moment. I've just found someone who is interested, wants to play War Master, so I'm gonna get a few games in with them.
Yeah.
But yes, at the moment I'm just sort of collecting, painting, enjoying the hobby side of it at the moment, reading the rules and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I haven't actually really had any sort of experience in terms of actually playing it. I've obviously watched it and seen how it plays, and yeah, I like the feel.
So was that sort of the system? Was it like you alternated turns, or?
Yeah, so it was a Rick Priestley game that you'll see a lot of War Mastering games like Black Powder, El Caesar, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So that those sort of games sort of are derivatives of War Master. He sort of used that as the base rule set in some respects, loosely.
Yeah.
But the command, the way you command the troops, it's more of a movement game than it is a fighting game as such. It's all about commanding territories of the battlefield. It's just like a much bigger version, although in small scale, of fantasy in a way. It's what you'd imagine what commanding a big army would be a bit more like, rather than more of a skirmish thing you get in sort of Warhammer.
Yep.
But
so which armies are you? Is it just Empire? Or
so I've got a little. So I've got a little project that I'm started, and it's the Grudgebringers. Obviously, you've seen me do the infantry. I'm just starting to do the crossbows now, but I'm going to try and recreate some of the levels from the game.
Yep.
And sort of almost play it probably solo or something like that, but just sort of do some sort of like battle reports, playing the game, playing Dark Omen, but through miniatures. That's kind of my aim. That's the aim. But I've got to get it painted up first. So
but rules wise in War Master, is it Empire, or is it some special rules, or?
Well, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to adapt the rules to work. Because to start with, it might seem like the Grudgebringers are massively overpowered, but as you go through the levels and they're massively outnumbered. So there's gonna be some element of working out what the stats should be for the Grudgebringers to be able to at least get to certain levels, if that makes sense. Because else they'll just get overwhelmed. So I need to work out. That's all sort of like the maths and stuff behind it. I need to work out how that will work. But yeah, it should be fun little project.
Yeah. So has anyone done it before, or is it totally from scratch?
Yeah, just from scratch. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. So yeah, you're the first person plus people watching to know that I'm going to be doing that. I haven't told anyone. It was just one of my little So it's a little project underway. So. If anyone's interested, keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to play at a local club, and there was a guy there who was sort of collecting a fantasy army with a Grudgebringer theme, and there are some models out there, but we haven't quite gotten to try it out yet. But it should be fun. It's a great game.
So, Dark Omen and Shadow of the Hornrat were great games.
Yeah.
But I think there's some 3D prints that you can get potentially.
Yep.
But but they're all sort of 28mm that I've seen. I'm pretty much just sort of using, like you say, sort of Empire troops, but sort of painting them in a Grudgebringer way. And they it works. It works.
Yeah, I recently tried to play through Shadow of the Horned and,
the hardest game on earth.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's quite unforgiving. I did do a little bit of cheating to just get through it.
A little bit of cheating.
Yeah, a little bit. But you could use this. You could have like cycling Winds of Magic. They just
Yeah.
So that felt like the least amount of cheating. I mean, you could go in and edit the troops into something awful. But yeah, so I did
that. Spells on command is the less way of cheating.
Yeah, well, I mean, compared to, I remember back in the days we just hacked the like the troops. You could have like guys shooting cannonballs or something, so it could become quite broken if you wanted to. But sadly, I was playing with the GOG version, Good Old Games,
right? Yeah,
and I never came through the second last mission. It always crashed, so I got to the final one, unfortunately.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Is it quite a juddery game on that version you were playing? Was it quite a juddery game on that version you were playing, or was it sort of?
No, I mean, apart from that, it was fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was really.
So it was quite playable up until that point, basically.
Oh yeah, it was fine, but I mean, it just couldn't get through that last mission. It just some sort of issue. So that was a little bit annoying.
It's because the game knew that someone's going to complete it eventually, finally, and
yeah.
Just pressed no. You're not going to do it.
Yep. And I mean, I think obviously Dark Omen is a better game. It's a more solid game, and because Shadow of the Wanderer always was a bit buggy, I guess. It didn't handle flying troops very well, for example. So
yeah.
But I think today you need to make a bit of an effort to actually play Dark Omen. I don't think there's any just click and play version.
No, I think there is some mods out there. People have created mods, and you can play against people as well. So they've sort of made it a bit more of an online thing. But if I'm honest with you, I wouldn't know how to go about finding it and where you'd go to get that, whether it be on
Steam. I know. I think there is sort of a fairly active community, and they have good instructions, but I never got around to it anyway. So and I mean, they created entirely new armies and stuff. So
yeah, absolutely,
all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's great.
Yes, but yeah, good game from the back in the day. I had the PlayStation version when I was young.
Yeah, no, we played PC. So did you finish Dark Omen back?
No, I might have. I don't know if I did. I think I got to the last level, but never really finished it.
Yeah, with the Dread King or whatever.
Yeah, with Nagash.
Yeah.
I don't think that because it was such. I was a kid when I had it. I didn't sort of understand about getting all the magic items and stuff that you needed.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have enough men. I just never get to the point where I had enough guys to finish the level.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really allowed to lose more than the occasional units during
Absolutely.
the whole campaign. It's hey Josh.
Josh, how you doing, mate?
Morning. Got the morning hair going.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah.
Was it a rough night yesterday? Or?
No, not at all. Just the usual. But I'm always going to bed fairly early these days because my son, taking him to bed. So
yeah.
And nice. I'm always at the crack of dawn anyway. So it's kind of normal routine, really.
So what time is it over there now?
About almost 5:30 in the morning now.
Oh, okay. So
5:30 in the morning, blimey.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're dedicated, Josh.
Anything for you, Jonny?
Yeah.
Well, for me, so
maybe it's more like
this is a reciprocal tariff, if you like, on live show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm drinking my hobgoblin.
Oh, good, mate. Matthias on the whiskey, eh? Good on you.
Yeah. And you're on the tea, I guess.
I'm on the tea. Yeah. This is my usual beverage and stuff here. I can't touch whiskey anymore. This is my usual small bottle, 1.8 litre of Japanese sake. Gekkeikan is the name from. I think it's made in Kyoto. That stuff. It's really nice. I really like it. Probably a bit too much, actually.
Literally too much. So, what percentage is it, Josh?
It's only about 13% or something. It's just
right. Wine. That's like a wine type thing, yeah. Nice.
But it's one of the only things I can really drink and enjoy. I can't do spirits anymore on any type. I just can't drink them.
Right.
Only in very, very small quantities. Every once in a while, once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
We'll have a drink of bourbon. I like bourbon actually. I like that.
But you drunk on it or something?
It's just 60% this one, so
60%.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, you're going to be completely anesthetized after that bottle, I think, Matthias.
Well, to be honest, it was almost empty when I started, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. No, it's nice. I love the smell of it.
I have another one though, so.
Oh, there you go. In reserve. A man after my own heart. That's good.
Don't want to run out.
So, Matthias, you'd be happy to hear that the Chaos deep dive is finally out, mate.
Oh yeah, I hope at least you were able to salvage enough to, make an episode out of it.
Yeah, well, poor old Jürgen got most of his parts cut out, but apart from that, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, cool. So you did a deep dive. Is it out now, is it, Josh?
Yeah, I put it out yesterday, man.
Oh, nice. Do you know what? I've been doing a bit of a backlog. I've been going through some your really old stuff.
Oh, good, mate. Good. I know you've gone through the epic stuff, eh?
Yeah. I've been slowly going through the epic stuff, and with that, you end up just rolling into some of the others. It's funny how your production value has changed so much from when you first started to now.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to get it better. It was fucking awful before. Yeah. It was literally me with a crappy Microsoft Surface Pro, which was an absolute abomination.
Yeah.
That thing, everything went wrong with that thing. And a PS4 headset, the old PS4 headset, like the single earbud with a mic on it. That was it. That's all I had. And,
I remember those.
And somehow I managed to scrape that together, thanks to my sister. She told me about that Anchor website for free podcasting. So
yeah,
that was it. It's all changed now. It's all owned by Spotify now. Spotify owns all that.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spotify took all that. I think they just
monopolize everything.
Bought them out. Yeah, bought them out or whatever. Yeah. So
it's good. It's nice to see that things have improved, though. Do you know what I mean? It's good to see that you've moved on. At all.
Yeah. It's getting good. It's okay. I think it's nice to having like Matthias and all the other guys doing their own thing. I quite enjoy it for myself because that way I can listen to something I don't have anything to do with, and I can just enjoy listening to a pod or editing a podcast and that kind of thing. So
no, definitely.
And so that's been nice. Or when Owen does one for us and Owen does a deep dive, they're really nice to listen to as well.
Yeah, and, it's got a good voice, so
it's
a bit of a radio theater.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
very good.
So, what are you guys painting today?
I'm on my Grudgebringer, a crossbowman, like the 10mm guys. So little
all right.
Can't really see them. Little tiny guys. And Matthias, what are you working on, mate?
I'm working on some Empire Wizards.
Oh, Empire Wizards. Oh, nice, man.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Is it the Amber Wizard?
No, that's actually the Bright on horse.
Bright Wizard. Right, cool, man.
Yeah. So I'm trying to just get the last ones because initially I figured I should get probably one of each, and then I figured there's more than one version for each. So it's actually.
We've been blessed. We've been blessed. He's in, isn't he? He's only here.
Here he is.
Oh God. Old Specky himself. Look.
Looks like he's just he's an X-wing. He's in like an X-wing now. He's got his special 3D glasses.
Sorry,
to drop that torpedo into the Death Star.
Yeah, but I'm old. I can't see.
Sorry, Matthias. What you were saying?
Oh yeah, I was saying there's altogether there's 27 unique wizard models for Empire during 4th and 5th edition.
27?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So and I figured once I
got them all.
I'm missing 3, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Which ones are you missing, mate?
It's the grey on foot. The sort of it's actually for whatever reason there are 2 versions of the light mounted wizard. No idea why. That's the only one who has 2 different versions. And then there is sort of I figured I get them all. It's one of the it's the grey wizard released for Talisman actually. So but it's sort of I don't think he was even called a grey wizard, but I mean like style wise.
The style of yeah. Nice. But I didn't realise there's 24 of them.
27.
27, sorry, 27. Jesus. And that was just in the period of 4th edition, so it's not going into 5th. Right.
No, I don't think so. I think they were all released before 5th. And I mean, technically, I guess some of them were actually released during 3rd, but I mean, sort of in preparation for 4th.
Yeah. So, Rich, what's on the table for you, mate?
For me, I'm working on my Deathwing Terminator at the moment. So it's part of the Cowabunga challenge that I'm doing at the moment, which is really good because it's making me focus on the painting and getting things done.
What colour are you painting them?
Deathwing.
Yeah.
They'll be white. They'll be almost white eventually.
White, yes. I just weren't too sure that it was like that in second. Is it a 2nd edition one, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
But obviously it is.
So how far along is the challenge?
This is month 4 now.
Right. So
I've managed to get the 10-man assault squad done because I've done that in groups of 2 5s, so I didn't overload my painting because I find painting really tedious sometimes. And I managed to get a Razorback done as well, so I'm quite happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
So this month I've got 2 models to do: a Chaplain and a Terminator with an assault cannon. So I can take my time.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been in one of those.
It's tough. Some of the models are amazing that people are doing.
Oh yeah. Some of those challenges are great.
Yeah, I've been in one of his challenges. The 3rd one, I think. So I was able to get some Eldar painted.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to get into another one.
So you've got an Eldar army then, Matthias?
Well, I wouldn't call it an army yet, but it's ongoing.
Ongoing, yeah.
And I mean, I haven't painted any of it since that challenge, so I think I need another one to get it going, actually.
Yeah.
So do you have 40k armies?
Yeah, I've got the Howling Griffins and Orcs. Sort of 2nd edition armies. Yeah, the Howling Griffins.
The Howling Griffins, yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Keep threatening to bring them down to Richards, but never really sorting it out, mate, are we?
That'd be amazing. That would be really good.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
So, Josh, do you actually own an army now, or have you just painted for others? 40k.
Yeah, I did. I've got my Orc army.
Yeah.
That's the only army I got, and I sold the Space Wolves to Marek. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have your Orc army at least.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Cool.
Actually, talking about 40k second edition, they announced the dates when the Sustained Fire event will be happening in Australia, in Brisbane, Queensland, so that's in September. And I said, I really want to go, because I really want to go to Australia this year if I can. If I get any opportunity to go, I really want to go this year to see my folks and stuff. So they said, "Oh, Josh, you should come down," and da da da. And I said, "Yeah, I really want to come, because I've been painting the prizes for these guys for the last 2 years, and I like to be like there personally to hand over the prize if I can, and of course meet my friends I haven't seen for years and years, like some of my oldest friends like Marcus and Brad. I don't really get to see. Well, I haven't seen Marcus since I left for Japan, so that's 11 going on 12 years. So it'd be really, really good to see those guys and have to play some games. I'll get to see Ben as well, like Carnifex. He'll be there this year again. So, one of my clients, Zane, that Marcus got me in touch with, I'm doing his Blood Angels.
Yeah.
For him. He said, "Well, if you want to come down, I'll fix you up for another commission to cover my costs for flights and stuff like that." And I thought that might be a good idea. He can pay me in advance. I go there to paint the army, to do his stuff for a month, and then give it to him before I go back and get to play in the event. So we're sort of talking about that now.
Oh, nice.
Do that. So yeah, it might be a possibility that I just go by myself and leave my son and wife here, and I just head down there for a month and stay with the folks and do the event, do the painting work for the guy and send it to him and that kind of thing. And
So when was it?
That's in September. I just shared the video, like the video they have on their YouTube channel. They've got a YouTube channel now, and they've just showcased the previous year, 2024 Sustained Fire event, so you can watch all the highlights and see the armies and all that kind of thing of the event. And they announced when the new one was going to be on as well at the same time. So on YouTube, if you look up Sustained Fire, you'll find the channel there, and then you can follow those guys for battle reports and announcements to do with that event.
Josh, is it competition or is it sort of
it's just pure games, Dave. Very fun. It's nothing competitive. It's kind of like what Richard does with Bring Battle. It's the same kind of thing. It's just in Australia.
Nice.
Down under.
And it's because of them I actually set up Bunker Assault for our game.
Oh, there you go. There you go, mate.
Because I saw them doing something. I thought, why the hell aren't we doing anything?
Yeah.
So that's when I turned to Jason and said, Jace, do you want to run a show weekend? And he went, you can do it. All right, then, cool.
Oh, I always feel like you drag Jason into things.
I do, but the thing is, if it's his fault because he says yes. I don't turn around and say no, and then I won't do it. So I come up with these crazy ideas, and I said, Jace, shall we do a game weekend, blah, blah, blah. And you went, yeah, but you'll have to organise it. That's fine. But he supplies all the terrain and that. And, so if he had said no, we would never have done it.
Oh,
no, fair enough.
But he's crazy enough to go along with my crazy ideas, so most of the time he'll say yes.
Yeah, nice.
So we're off to Overwatch the end of this month because the guys that come down to support us in Worthing, in Sussex, I think it is. They're running their own event at the end of April called Overwatch. So we're going there to support them.
Oh, nice.
Cool, man. Cool, man.
That's like a 4-hour drive, stay in a hotel for the night, have a game all day Saturday, and then drive back Saturday night.
Wow.
Awesome.
You sort of staying over in a hotel type thing, or someone's house, or?
No, staying in a hotel on the Friday.
Yeah.
But the cost of the hotel for the Saturday, like it was an extra 50%.
Oh, really?
Bloody hell! So we
just go and stay in a migrant hotel, mate. You'd be right. Be free. They'll put you up for free, mate.
We could gate crash Danny because we're going to go past his way anyway.
Okay.
He'd love that, wouldn't he? He'd be like, oh, he'd pretend you didn't know you, wouldn't he? Sorry, who are you?
He wouldn't let us in. But Danny,
go stay in his shed, mate, where he paints.
Yeah.
You probably put it up there on the outside.
Tell you what, I haven't seen Danny for a little while. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's disappeared. Don't know what's happening with him now.
Have you heard from him, Rich, at all?
No, I'll message him tonight if he's not been on.
Aye. Hopefully he's all right.
Talking about British hotels, I'll never forget the first hotel I stayed in the UK when I first got there. The plonker that was serving me the coffee missed the cup and spilled it straight on my pants, right on my groin, mate. Boiling hot coffee, that bloody prick. Could have smashed it.
Well, more like a boiled prick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was my introduction to Blighty Land back in 1995.
Great memories. Yeah.
So is it officially spring there now, guys?
Do you know what? It's getting warmer. It's getting warmer.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. We've had some nice days.
Yeah. I think we're just coming out of the dark ages here now, finally.
Surely doesn't get that cold there over there, though, does it? Or does it?
Yeah, it gets cold in the winter, but like in the, we had like a sudden burst of really nice warm days here, and then all of a sudden it went to dark, cool, and rainy days at the start of spring, and now it's sort of slowly coming out of it now, which is good. Yeah. So we finally got to go outside and do some outdoor sports and stuff with the boy yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we were just going bonkers inside like for 3 days straight. So yeah, still lots of rain coming though. Typical of spring here though, just pissing down all the time. Until you get to next month, I suppose, in May.
Yeah. Yeah, here it's been quite sunny, but cold nights, but not too bad.
What's your beverage of choice tonight, Richard?
Cup of Earl Grey, sir. Cup of Earl Grey.
Yeah. I've got 2 tea drinkers and 2 alcohol drinkers then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's drinking tea?
Me.
Josh.
If Josh, but it's 6 o'clock in the morning for him, isn't it?
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
that doesn't stop me before, but yeah, no, I could not think of having a drink so early in the morning. I think 12 o'clock is kind of the lunchtime at the earliest, and that's very, very rare. It's usually 6 o'clock for me every day. Alcoholic drinks.
When you say drink,
beer.
Alcoholic, right? Okay.
I like having a beer at 6 or so. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, just thought having a beer like in the morning, I couldn't think of anything worse than that.
But I mean, 6 in the morning, it could be early or it could be really, really late. So I mean, you could still be going from last night, maybe. But
no.
Are you sure you're Australian, Josh?
Yeah, those days never happened to me, mate. I remember those days when I was younger. Those people would stay up like at New Year's or whatever, like a party or something, stay up into all the evening into the early morning. I don't know how they did it. I was in bed by 11. I was a piker.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to go to sleep. Of course. So are you painting anything for yourself, Josh, or is it only commissions?
A little bit for myself, and I've got this elf cavalry I've got to do for Nick. So
yeah,
working on that a little bit today.
So what's the status of the Gathering of Might idea? The mega game thing.
Oh, that's all cancelled, mate.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, if you listen to one of the Gork talks, then I went on about it.
I must have missed that one.
And I'm not doing it basically.
Okay.
There's just no way, because I bought this army with the help of Nick to do that, and then I thought, well, then I've got to buy all this other stuff, and there's just no way I'm ever going to do it and paint it all. It's just impossible. So that purchase quickly became a commission for Nick.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that's the end of that. So what we're going to do, Gathering of Might, if anybody doesn't know, is a famous White Dwarf battle report from 4th edition Warhammer Fantasy days.
Oh wait, it's not the one with all the big one.
Yep, it's the huge one. It's the biggest one. It's like 10,000 points or something.
Yeah,
10,000 points.
Oh right, so
80 was in it. Yeah, 80 was in it, and Jake Thornton and Robin Hughes, Nigel Stillman, Mike McVeigh.
Yeah.
You name it, they were there basically. The Perrys were, I think, involved or something.
So
sorry. I was going to say, like, so that huge campaign basically had every single model from the Orc and Goblin range and every single model from the Chaos Dwarf and Empire collections of the studio. And, and one of my patrons said, "Hey Josh, how about you think about doing this?" And I said, "Okay, that sounds interesting. I don't know if we can do it, but we'll give it a shot." And that's how it all started. And then, I got to the realization that there was just no way I'm ever going to have the time to paint it. Unless it's a commission, there's just no way I'm never going to do it.
So, Josh, what would you have had to have left? Because I know you've got quite a sizable Orc and Goblin army anyway. So what was left?
The Orc Goblins were pretty much covered. It was just the Orc Archers. I don't have enough Orc Archers, and things like there's like a few extra squeak hoppers that I didn't have, and there's things obviously that I haven't painted yet, like Black Orcs and Savage Orcs and all that kind of stuff.
And who was going to do the Empire and the good guys?
Well, it was going to be a combination of various people's collections.
Right.
Those all together. And the guy who suggested this, Paul, I think he is an Aussie guy.
Yeah.
He was going to send me the models over.
Oh wow.
To use in the battle report, which was really nice of him.
Can they see it? They can't see it. No.
And the elves, when that sale came up on the hello.
I'm there. I was delayed.
Oh yeah.
How you going?
What kind of work? Oh, it's technology.
Tell the old man how to do it. That's right.
We do know it. Where's Kate?
Wait, it's probably there.
Yeah. Where's Kate? All right. Okay. Sorry, my daughters are still up.
That's all right.
No, that's right.
So that would have been some undertaking though to get that done. So I can.
It became an impossibility. So what I suggested was, then if you want to do it, because Nick's going back this year back to the UK,
right?
And then I did a massive Chaos Dwarf commission for Gordon Innes, who's another friend and patron of mine over in Scotland, and he's going to go to bring out your lead.
Yeah.
So Nick's got the elves, he's got the Chaos Dwarves. You just need the Orc and Goblins and the Empire stuff, and you just put it all together at boil and you play it on the day. I think that's the only way of really doing it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I do have some Empire, so
yeah, that's it. Like Matthias got a massive Empire collection. I mean, getting it there, that's the problem. That's half the issue.
Are you going, Matthias?
I would very much like to at some point. I'm not sure it's going to be possible this year, but I would have loved to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an ambition at least.
Yeah.
And I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. I mean,
sorry, Richard.
Have you done Bring Out Your Lead?
No, I haven't actually. one of the conventions I've not done. Yeah, like you guys, really. It's just one of those ones on the list I need to get to.
Yeah.
Are you doing Snoot this year, Rich?
No, I won't do that. I haven't done that yet.
Have you not? It's good fun.
No. That's in London, isn't it?
It's at the Excel Centre. But you get down there. I enjoy going out for the beers afterwards.
And the curry.
And the curry and the food, just like chat crap. Stay out in it.
Yeah. That's a pretty expensive kind of event to go to, isn't it?
No, it's it's 10 quid.
But to get in there, do you have to drive or can you take the train?
Oh, I see. No, you can drive. There is places to park, but I would recommend. I'd advise against it, just because London's the worst place to drive around in. But no, the trains are pretty good. To be fair, around there, the underground's good, so it's not hard to get to. And it's not terribly expensive to get. I mean, it's the trains are never cheap in this country anyway, but it's not too bad.
Okay.
But once you're there, it's good fun. You see all the different games and different companies and all that kind of stuff. There's always something happening, and then obviously they go for the drinks and that in London after.
Right. Okay. Oh, sounds like a good time, man.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So I don't know anything about that. Is that like all kinds of systems, or is it?
Yeah. So it's just a big sort of convention that does. It's just a gaming convention basically. So you get all your sort of big major companies there. Although GW don't go there. Been there for a long time. They used to go there. I don't know if they've been there for the last couple of times, but yeah, they're all. But any company you'd imagine would be there, and all their games would be up, playing, and it's a nice day. But yeah, Bring Out the Lead is the one I want to get to myself. It's just all the nostalgia of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know when that is though?
It's in June or July or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I think a little bit later than June, maybe more July, August, I think.
Yeah.
But, I think maybe it was a bit earlier this year. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And I heard it's a good one in Poland as well.
Right, yeah. I've heard about this one in Poland. So that I bet that's amazing, actually, that one.
Yeah.
But they go to town on it.
Great.
Yeah. I think so Matt W wants you to do some Gorka Morka, Josh.
Oh, Matt, how you going, mate? I can't see the comments actually.
If you just throw it onto your YouTube, just turn the sound down, you'll see the comments.
They should be up on here. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, GM Cody's here. Emperor Jim's here too. That's good. Matt W. Yeah.
But yeah. So is that something you do, Josh?
Yeah.
Gorka Morka?
I've never played Gorka Morka, mate. That's more Richard and Jason's thing. They just, I think you just posted one up, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I did because I thought I had, and it was in the members only. I thought, oh crap! I thought I'd put that up live, so I did it quickly today.
Sounds like an adults club, that members only thing.
Well, 2 tea bags to get in.
I'm gonna say it's where the teabagging happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't bring it up, Rich. I didn't bring it up. You can't blame me this time. You can't give me a dirty look.
Not blaming you.
I didn't say a thing.
Yeah.
No, I never played.
Yeah, that's going to be on my tombstone, isn't it? 2 bloody tea bags.
Here lays Rich. He loved a tea bag.
And Morning Glory.
Yeah.
Especially.
I can't get over that flavour. That was so funny.
But,
that was a great live stream. That one.
That was brilliant.
That one. That was fantastic.
That was so. I was in stitches watching that. That was so funny.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Did you see the one I did when Jason wasn't there and I had a picture of him on the stand?
No, I didn't see that one. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Oh, honestly, it was hilarious. Because someone said, "What are you going to do? You're on your own." I said, "Well, as it happens," and I downloaded a selfie of Jason, blew it up at work, stuck it on the stand. Honestly, I was peeing my pants.
Mate. I bet your boss loved you there. That one. Yeah.
Do you know what? He sent me some text, and because his signal was really bad, instead of using the laughing emoji, he done the angry one. I thought, oh crap, I've offended him. He didn't find it funny at all. So I pulled it down for it, and then I messaged him, and he wouldn't reply. I thought, oh crap, I've really ruined it. And then he got me a message.
Your best mate.
He said, what have you done? Why have you taken it off? I said, because you were really angry. He said, no, it's funny as hell. Put it back up. I said, for Christ's sake, use the laughing emoji, not the angry one then. Bloody idiot. So then the following week, I had a selfie and he had a selfie. We just left them there on the screen. On pictures of us on a stand. But yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, good. Nice.
You guys crack me up.
He does put up a lot. He gives as good as he gets, to be fair.
Yeah, you guys are brilliant when you do your little live streams.
I like those the most, actually. I like them more than the actual battle reports, to be honest.
Yeah. You're like Laura and Buddy Hardy, you two.
But that was his idea. The live stream. I said, "Oh, so really?" He goes, "Yeah, let's just try it." I said, "Oh, all right then." So we did it, and the first one was like for a half hour, and I felt really uncomfortable doing it. But as we've gone on, they've ended up dragging on for over an hour now.
Yeah, you get used to them, don't you? After a while,
you do.
They're not so weird. It is it's a strange concept, just talking to the camera.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
It does help though when you get some engagement with people putting comments and stuff back. It gives you a bit more reason to do it sometimes. But
yeah,
definitely. And when I had to do it by myself when he was away, that was really weird. Really weird. I was thinking, I was so worried about the silence. I was just going to keep waffling. And he said when he done the live chat when I was away, he found it really odd to do as well.
It's hard. Yeah. It is hard.
Because I was watching the other day, Josh talking about his what was it on your sword and sake? You were doing some knights or whatever, and you were just talking about
Baron's War.
Baron's War. That was it, and you were literally just talking to yourself.
Yeah.
But you're talking to us, but there's no comments or anything because you're literally just recording yourself.
Yeah.
And I thought that must feel weird to do.
Oh, thanks, mate. You've really boosted my confidence there. Oh, I want to do another one again.
No, what I mean is...
Dog, you sound like an arse. Why are you doing it?
I'll get to a photocopy now. Yeah.
Well, it must
so
be weird.
What were you thinking?
Just talk to yourself. I enjoyed it.
I've come to the realization now that I'm just a twat. I'm an old twat now. So if people watch that and think, who's this old twat? And
they're not far wrong.
I'm not really bothered anymore now. Some people actually enjoy those. Thank you very much, Richard.
I did as well. I'm looking forward to
it. Sure. Yeah, that was harsh.
Yeah, that's for me just a little, side project, that swords and sake. It's not my main thing. That's why it's just me sitting there chatting and it's not a high production, high editing kind of channel. It's just chatting about other stuff that I like and I'm interested in. And I mean, 8 videos in or 9 videos in. I think it's only 8 videos in. It seems to be going pretty well. So that's
how are you going to get a game
encouraging.
Josh, how are you going to get a game in? Is it going to be remote gaming?
Well, I've got a bunch of guys in Tokyo that play various different game systems, and I just realised and found out the other day that there's a bolt action group in Tokyo.
Oh, nice!
Oh, cool.
And I played bolt action when it first came out, and I quite liked it. But there just wasn't enough people who liked it, so we sort of just dropped it and never went back. And I met a guy who's been in Japan for quite some time. He's got his own YouTube channel he started several years ago. And actually I found him through Holy Diver. Holy Diver.
JVC Paints.
Yeah, JVC Paints. I found him through him. And then I'm in contact with him. And he said, "Oh, we're gonna do this bolt action thing. If you want, you can come down." And it's like a 3.5 hour journey. I said, "Look, mate, I don't think I can do that, and I don't have an army. I don't have anything. So it'd be just me coming down to have a look and go back again. So it doesn't seem really worth it." So I've been watching his videos. And I've been thinking, I wouldn't mind, stepping back into bolt action. Because some of the miniatures are much better now when they were like World War II. Just figures generally are just better quality now, and I like painting camo. When I first, as a kid, I used to buy Tamiya kits and put together tanks, and I like the figurines that came with all that kind of stuff and the dioramas and stuff like that. So it kind of gave me the itch to get back into that. Because I'm kind of in the mecca of, Tamiya and Hasegawa kits and all those kind of, all the modeling stuff it's all based in Japan. So just been talking to James now recently about it and potentially getting starting an army for that as another side project and getting down to play the guys. So basically to film the battle reports, it's either going to be in person once or twice a year when I can get down there and do remote gaming through Discord and record it here with two. Like I need both forces basically to record it here. And so I'm trying to get Baron's War started and Test of Honor as well. And Paul doesn't mind. Paul, who lives locally, he doesn't mind playing Test of Honor with me. So I think if I approach Paul with that idea, I don't think he would mind doing that with me. Baron's War, I don't know if Paul's interested in doing that with me, but I've got another guy I'm talking about doing the Otrima, so the Crusades. That with me, because I did a massive Saga Islamic army for him a couple of years ago. So he's got all the miniatures, and I've got all the Crusaders. So I just messaged him yesterday about getting the Otrima PDF to him so he can make the lists. And he's got all the terrain. I don't have any of the terrain. So it just makes sense me going down to see him, and we played his place, and I can record it and do like a voiceover or something for it or whatever. I don't know. See how it goes. But I mean, that channel was never meant to be a massive gaming, channel. It was meant to be just a hobby chat, kind of chill out, for 30 minutes talking about stuff, that was unrelated to the to the Games Workshop. Anything that I don't, I'm interested in that's not Games Workshop goes to that channel basically.
It'd be more like a very historical gaming sort of channel for you then. Historical games.
Not I know, but I don't think I'm not a historical guy, so it's not really I don't feel comfortable at all talking about history because I'm going to bollocks it up. Like every single thing I say is going to be wrong. So I'm just doing it from a purely hobby, enthusiastic kind of.
Yeah, you don't. You have to be into history to like bolt action.
No, No, I don't know anything about it, mate. I know, like if I watch James, he knows a lot about it. He's done a lot of research and reading on it, and he knows what he's talking about. I wouldn't have a clue. So I just like the models. I just like painting it. That's where I'm coming from for it. And if I can promote stuff, if I can promote other people's games and models and stuff, great. I mean, that's what I like to do. And I can't necessarily do that all the time with the Crown of Command because it's all about nostalgia gaming. But for this channel, I've got the opportunity to do that with other companies like Footsore and Atlantic Wargaming or Atlantic War Games and Grey Finale Games, all that kind of stuff. Because I do generally enjoy their products and their miniatures and stuff. I think they're really good.
When it comes to things like Bolt Action, you've got such a wide variety of manufacturers to be choosing from. I think even I would have thought the Perrys would do some as well, and
the Perry stuff looks beautiful. Yeah, the Perry stuff looks really nice. I saw Artisan Designs because I know Paul Hicks. I like Paul Hicks stuff.
Yeah,
and he did some miniatures for Arnhem, and the paratroopers and that look just incredible. Yeah, so it's like, oh man, I don't want to look at this stuff because I'm just tempted to paint it, and I'm just interested in that kind of thing, and it presents new challenges because doing that style of painting is in some ways completely different from other styles of painting, and you've got to look for historical accuracy and all that kind of thing, and it's just another avenue basically.
But the Perrys, I saw the Perrys Falchion Maker, which was really good. The models for the German paratroopers.
Yeah,
they're really nice.
Yep. Yeah, they do some good stuff.
Right, because if you get it in all sorts of things. You get the people that are really, really tight on the rules, or they're called like rivet counters. And that tank's not right. I ain't got enough rivets in it. Oh, it's just a game, mate. Get over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Stop pulling your pud. Ah, boy.
Josh, are you doing a Slatter Natter later on today?
Not today, mate. It'll be on your Sunday evening.
Right, okay.
This at 9 o'clock Sunday night. So my Monday morning.
I'll try and gate first that.
Yeah, good mate. Yeah, fine.
Do you have a theme?
We're covering the Call of the Crown challenge final entries. So David's now collating all the images for me.
Oh, right.
And going to do a slideshow on that one. So that's basically wrapped up. And I'll have to check the other ones as well. Maybe Gathering Mighty Painters and the 4th edition one that Dave has ran. I might try to look at that as well and try to get those all in together as one big massive slideshow if I can. So I think they're all finished now.
Should be,
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
One of the little ones is out of bed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in now.
Okay. Snug it up. Snug as a bug. Eh?
Snug as a bug, mate. Right.
How's your lovely family going, mate? All good?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All well, mate. They're all good. They're crazy. Mad. But they're good. They're good. They do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
big
nice.
time. But no, they're very well.
That's good.
Don't know what to. How's your son keeping? Is he?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's going good, mate. He's been entertaining himself. Well, yesterday he had a massive cleanup with his mum downstairs in his little, corner of the room down in the living room.
Yeah.
So we did a massive cleanup. I'm starting a new job today. Would you believe?
Oh, yeah?
On top of everything else, yeah, I'm going to
Jesus.
start teaching kids every Saturday, every Monday. Just one lesson, but we're starting our new business through my wife's company.
Okay.
So, so it's starting off as 2 lessons a week for 40 minutes. So it's not massive, but just trying to get some extra dollars through the door.
Absolutely.
So we're starting that. So I'm starting that every Saturday, every Monday. So yeah, I'll be teaching the little kiddlings soon. So getting that all set up and everything. So that's new
Is that English? Teach them English.
Yeah. Teach them English. Yeah. So we're starting right down to the basics, mate.
Wow.
With the alphabet and the phonics, and hello, how are you? Good morning.
It's quite funny you
stuff.
teaching English, Josh.
Yeah, I know. I can hardly speak English myself. I mean, I'm teaching it, so just luckily they're kids. So I'll be busy. So then after that, straight after that, I've got to teach a guy in the US, Japanese guy. On Zoom.
Wow.
So yeah, I've got a pretty full schedule, mate. And then I've got to try to make this bloody video for this studio update that I'm working on, which would be a massive one. So,
just about you're not doing that big army challenge.
I can't do it, mate. I can't do anything like that anymore. That's one thing I'll say about the smaller skirmish games, that I can paint a retinue of something or a warband or something, because it is literally 10, 15 models and I'm in.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, like Man of War or Blood Bowl, it's the same kind of thing. Very small model count. And those type game systems I can paint for, but for big armies and stuff like that, now it's basically just finishing off the armies I have now. For me,
yeah,
I can't.
But you never done any
starting a new army.
You never been doing any models for Mordheim, have you?
No, I'm not really into the Mordheim setting at all. I don't think I'll ever play it, to be honest. Yeah. No, it's just not my thing, mate. To be really truthful with you. Same with like Gorka Morka or Battlefleet Gothic. Yeah, they came after my time, basically. I was kind of I was well and truly out of Games Workshop by then.
Yeah, I think Mordheim is quite a nice little system, but I mean, each to their own.
Yeah, I know a lot of people play it. So I mean, it's what I'm trying to say here. It's evident that the rules and the game itself really, hit a nerve with people. So it must have done something good for the community in that sense. Got people playing games and all that kind of thing. But yeah, the setting and just doesn't do much for me. That whole when it went to Grim Dark Warhammer, it just didn't do much for me. Then. Sure.
Did it come out during 6th?
At the end of 5th, wasn't it?
End of 5th.
Yeah, well, I think like just around 2000, so we've been quite close to 6th edition, but the rules are basically 5th edition.
Right, okay. But the setting and feel is kind of like the archetype for 6th, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we will be playing Warhammer Renaissance. We set it up yesterday on the 13th. So in a couple of weeks, we're playing Warhammer Renaissance at our local store here.
Nice.
With hopefully 6 to 8 players. Hope to get.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, we've got a few people already saying they're going to come. So we're trying to get as many games in before Nick goes back to the UK, basically. So we'll try to have at least one or two every month now before he goes back.
So you say 6 to 8 players? Is that all in one game, or
no? It's all separate. Like we're all randomized a table and an opponent, and we get 2 games in a day. Yeah, and then we have we do it properly. Like there's victory point. There's a victory point ladder and that kind of thing, and who wins the day steals the glory, kind of thing.
Yeah. So are they all veteran players or new players?
We've got some new guys. We've got some, fairly, I suppose me and Nick, kind of veterans in the system. But I think everyone's kind of used to Warhammer in some forms or fashion. So,
all right, yeah. So not entirely new to the idea.
No, they're not. No, not entirely new to the idea. Yeah, so it's generally guys who have been playing some version of Warhammer before. We've got a really young guy. Well, relatively young guy compared to how old we are.
Could be 40 and still be young.
Who never played Warhammer and started playing Warhammer Renaissance with us. So that was really nice.
Yeah.
He came from the 10th edition 40k, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he loves Warhammer Renaissance, so it was great to have some young blood in the group.
Yeah, that is good.
So now it's just a choice of what army we're going to take. Would it be the dreaded High Elves, or could it be the stalwart dwarves? I don't know yet.
Are those the options?
Yeah, I think I took Orc and Goblins last time, so I don't want to keep taking Orc and Goblins. I should take something else this time.
Yeah. So have they done anything to make the dwarves more mobile?
In Renaissance, they move 4. They've got a movement of 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Matthias, what system do you play? Is it 4th or 5th? Are you a 4th or 5th system?
Well, if I am able to choose, I would do 4th, but can't really be too picky.
Yeah.
It's not a massive scene here exactly, so if anyone is up for a game, I'm all for it. So mostly 4th, but and I even played a few games of Old World actually.
Oh yeah. How do you enjoy?
Fun, but I thought it was okay. I mean, it's a bit fun, but I didn't like the magic system was a bit so and also I think it was overloaded by special rules, so every single unit had at least 3 or more, so I didn't quite fancy that. But I mean, it was still fun, so why not? But no real substitutes. Have you played it?
Have you tried Renaissance though, Matthias?
I have not, no.
Well, it's basically 4th edition, my friend. You should give it a go. You'll love it.
I have sort of skimmed through the rules, and I mean, like you said, it's basically 4th with a few of the odd bits sorted out, I guess.
So, Josh, with that, can you just print all the cards for the magic system and stuff? Is that all part on the website?
Well, the magic system is basically 4th edition. So if you've got the 4th edition Battle Magic set and Arcane Magic, you've got all the cards already. But if you don't have the cards, you can print them out. They've got files where we scan them in.
Right.
And if you've got the 5th edition cards, you can use those because they're basically the same. Yeah. And you're just missing the Empire College Magic. That's all. You need to print those out then.
Right. Okay.
So it's got the best magic system ever. That's the thing I love about 4th. Apart from all the books and the artwork and the models and everything, the magic system was the thing that always brought me back because that I get to cast a spell, you get to cast a spell, I get to cast a spell, you get to cast a spell. That to and fro. I really love that, and every other edition is completely different from it. And I 5th edition Magic. is kind of it's good, but it's kind of like just very one-sided. And I really like 4th edition Magic.
Yeah,
most.
I totally agree.
Well, you certainly are now having to paint 27 Empire Wizards, mate. You'd be
yeah,
be all for it. Yeah.
You have to have options, obviously. So to
Yeah,
get them all into one battle, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but
yeah.
yeah. So now I just need to do those, and I need to get a few monsters, and then I will have everything that's available for the army. That's sort of the plan.
Yeah, good.
Every model released from 4th edition. That's the idea.
Nice.
Excellent.
And are they pretty much all painted apart from the ones that you haven't got, or you've got still got a big? Wow.
Now basically just a few characters, really.
Gosh, you'd have to get a picture of that.
Yeah, I'll try. It's kind of difficult to
get them all in. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trying. Maybe do some video would be easy.
Yeah, absolutely. That needs to go on to Crown of Command of some form.
What's that? What was that?
Mateus's army needs to be showcased.
Absolutely. Well, whenever you're ready, Mateus, we can go through it, mate.
Yeah. It's just I keep adding things. I think. Okay, now I'm done.
Yeah.
But maybe I should add this. And,
I mean, there was talk of you hosting a remote game there too.
Yeah. I talk a lot of. Yeah, definitely. But I need to be able to, set up the cameras and stuff. So you need to teach me, I think.
What's your favorite model in your army?
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one. I think maybe my favorite unit is probably the Reichsguard Foot Knights. I really like those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are they the ones you feel like you've painted the best as well, or?
No, actually not at all, because those were one of the earliest ones.
Yeah.
So I'm actually kind of thinking about repainting them.
Oh, really? Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure I will, but I really like the great swords as well. And I'm pretty happy with that paint job because that was fairly recent. But absolute crap in the game, but really nice models.
Yeah, they are nice sort of models, aren't they? They're real.
Yeah.
They personify Empire, don't they?
Yeah, those puffy sleeves and.
Yeah.
I like those.
Although, pain in the bum to paint all them sleeves different colours if you're doing it in that way.
Yeah, I didn't do them all that colourful, but kind of enjoyed it actually, the painting of those. So do you have an Empire army as well for fantasy?
No, I don't. I'd love to have one. So they are one of my favourite armies actually, growing up as a kid, but no, I do not.
Never too late.
I think it's never too late. No, but I think it's the amount of models you need scares me a little bit. I'm already committed to an orc and a goblin army, which is halfway there, and I'm thinking, God, do I really want to do that again?
I mean, I can't imagine I want to do an army this size.
What time you getting at? Right, thanks for that.
Right, mate.
Yeah, because I think if you look at just the amount of available units, Empire and Orcs and Goblins are probably in the top. So
Oh, absolutely. Them and maybe Skaven must be quite close as well, being a sort of Horde army. But
I mean, if you like the amount of miniatures you need to make it. I mean, the choice of units. If you want,
I see.
Like
every single
available unit, you got.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they must have been well, for a long while, the poster boys, weren't they? Both Orcs and Goblins in the Empire for a long time.
Yeah, and I mean they were the one most heavily featured in White Dwarf as well.
Yeah,
in the battle reports, that was sort of the standard battle for some reason.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
Well, Orcs were always chosen, even for the 40k. They were always the bad guys, weren't they, for the battle reports, or quite often, more times than not. I wonder why that was. Maybe they just had a good studio army of them, so that's probably why. But
yeah, it's true. They were quite heavily featured.
Tell you what, my eyes are going cross-eyed with these little guys.
Yeah, I wonder.
Have you, Johnny? Have you got glasses on?
No.
Oh my god.
He's young, mate. He's young.
That's a bit. When I first painted my Epic Eldar, I didn't need glasses, and now I need glasses just to paint 28mm scale stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, crazy, isn't it?
My problem is the opposite. I can't paint with glasses, so I need to take them off. But when I don't have my glasses on, I can't see anything, from a distance. So.
Yeah.
So Cody's just saying that he's done 10 out of his 30 goblins.
Oh, good.
So, he's getting there. He's getting there.
Great.
Cody, you need to tell Cody though. He needs at least 2 units of 30. You can't just have one unit of 30.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, generate that wow, mate. Yeah, because once that unit goes down to 19, that's it. The WA energy is gone. Yeah.
So, Rich, what have you got left on your Dark Angels?
I don't know. I just think I'm going to keep adding to them. I want to get a unit of scouts. I've got scouts. So I'm desperate to paint them up.
You've got to get if you're going to get a unit of scouts, you've got to get the old punk versions. Love them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't got them. I've got the later edition ones. They're metal, but they're not the original ones that you've got.
Yeah. Those punk guys are brilliant.
Yeah, Mohawk.
Yeah. That to me, that's what a scout looks like. The punk rocker.
Yeah, I've got five.
Because they're on the front cover of White Dwarf, aren't they?
What's that?
Yep.
Those scouts are on the front cover of a White Dwarf.
Yeah, got a trail. Only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day and not free.
It's free.
Yeah,
it's fine. That's okay. Yeah.
But once this challenge is done, I'll have a chaplain, a librarian, Terminator with an assault cannon, and those 5 scouts, plus the assault marines and the Razorback. So I don't know what I'll add to that after.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I need to. I managed to get hold of the veteran Dark Angel sergeant that's holding the sword aloft.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna do another tactical squad with a plasma gun and a heavy plasma gun. That's
nice.
So that will give me, and then that should give me 2 tactical squads, an assault and a heavy. But then I'll be able to break that down and take it into 3rd edition and follow the rules for 3rd edition then.
Right. Are you playing much 3rd at the moment then?
We're doing a game on Saturday actually.
Oh, okay.
Because we're doing a little campaign.
What do you think?
Nids.
Do you prefer third over second, or I know they're sort of kind of different games. I know.
Yeah, but I prefer second over third. Jace prefers third over second.
Oh right.
I always had an issue with the Eldar Shirka cabo being reduced to 12 inches after having it at 24. Right. It really just hampered them. But going back to playing third, it's surprising how good the system actually is. And I was really, as being a bit older and wiser, it is a really good system. And the battles, the scenarios they got in there, the missions, they're so good. It's ones we never played in the garage we used to play in. And Jason and I had a game the other day, a thing called Meat Grinder, and it was so much fun. It really was.
Brilliant.
So, I'd give it a go. I mean, if Josh, you ever play Bolt Action, you'll find that went the way of like 3rd edition 40k, which I know you never played. And they introduced cover saves and all sorts, but it's just made the game feel a hell of a lot better.
Oh, you mean the 3rd edition?
3rd edition Bolt Action is personally, I think, a lot better than the 2nd edition.
Oh, really? What's the main reason for that?
Less modifiers for a start. When you went to shoot a gun in 2nd, you had to calculate: am I at long range? Was I moving? Are you in cover? What sort of cover? If I need 6s, then I've got to roll 6s again to get a hit. And what I found really frustrating about it, you could have some guys with machine guns. They could be outside of a window, shooting into a building at point blank range, and they still need 6s followed by 6s.
Yeah.
And it was just ridiculous. Where now is they've made the shooting a bit easier, so you get the shots out. You might not be able to kill anything, but you can apply some pins, and pins are important in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just a bit smoother. I think they've ironed out the kinks personally. I know some people don't like what they've done, but I think they've improved the game somewhat.
And what was wrong with 1st edition then?
Never played it.
Well, it takes a bit of time if you want more than.
It was one of those things. I said, we were at a gaming convention in Exeter, and I said to Jace, I've always liked to look at this game, the way it's the boxes, the way it's presented, the rule books, and all that sort of stuff. He said, yeah, I must admit, I thought about it as well. I said, well, shall we? He said, yeah, all right. So we ended up getting the Desert Rats, and I ended up getting the Africa.
Oh, yeah. Talk about Bold Action and talk about Greyfall Now Games. Now, Greyfall Now Games, they did a game called 0200 Hours. And I've been looking at that and thinking, I'm not a World War II guy, but I'm thinking I like the system. I like how he designed games, how it's narrative and everything. It's not a traditional war game. It's kind of like a tactical espionage type setup. Yeah. And I looked at the box sets yesterday and I thought, like getting into Bold Action. Well, if you buy the starter set, you get a ton of Germans and British SAS models in there, and all the expansions have a ton of models in there. And I think by the end you get like a huge stuff, like a huge amount of figures anyway, plus the game. It just seems like a no-brainer, really.
And that's the 200 Hours box set.
Yeah. If you look at if they got like one what I really want to play, because I like the African desert kind of setting. Yeah. And they've got a set there with all metal models in it for about $100. You get the whole shebang. You get the British Africa Corps, and you get the Germans in there as well.
Nice.
They look quite good. And plus you get the cards and all the other dice and tokens and everything you need to play the setting and everything. You just need the core game, and you're right. So I think I might look at that as an option later on, because I'm getting the miniatures. I can use those for various different systems, and that's one good thing I'll say about historical gaming in that context is that whatever models you have, they're universal in different types of rule sets, and that's one great strength behind it.
Yeah, because
the Baron's War stuff, I can just plug them straight into Saga or another rule set. Any other rule set that has
you can,
medieval knights in it. So that is one good thing about that.
Because didn't you mention Never Mind the Bill Hooks?
Yeah, I really like that game as well. And my mate Matt in the States bought it when he went to Adepticon, and I said, let's try doing it as a remote game, because I really enjoyed that game experience, because again, it's got those cards that build the narrative through it, and I really like that a lot.
So what kind of game is that? I never heard about it.
It's 100 Years War. So what you could do with all your empire, that's what I'm going to do as well. My empire, I'm just going to use them for my troops, like state, imperial, British troops. I mean, they don't have the St. George Cross or anything on them or anything like that. So but they could represent different kinds of allied contingents or whatever throughout the game. Because I saw my friend Chris about it and said, oh yeah, you could use your Kislev winged lancers as Prussian cavalry, and you could use the pistoliers as this, you could use the great swords as this, you could use the halberdiers as standard guys, blah blah blah. So, and I've seen people using 5th edition Bretonians in it as well for the knights and archers, because they just fit perfectly in it.
Yeah,
they would do.
But the game itself, it plays really well, because it's, if you've ever played Battle Masters, now Battle Masters uses a card activation in it. So once you move your guys up to a certain distance away, then the cards come in effect, and then you have your characters, your leaders on the tabletop, and they have like a command radius. So when they activate, you can activate certain guys around them to do certain things. And I just remember the game. I only played one game with Chris and Mark in Australia when I was there last time. And they have these special cards you draw, and sometimes you get like a special event card that you can use against your opponent. And when Chris had like a unit of cavalry coming through the side of the table through this little town, and he was trying to get to my cannon, and I played this card that basically I played it on that unit to say that they will now, I've actually paid them off and they're now working for me. And I just ordered them to run off the table, and off they went. That kind of thing. I like that. And you've got other cards where you can change the weather. So then all of a sudden, the sky grows stormy and the storm clouds come in, it starts raining, and the visibility has changed, and all that kind of thing. Plus you have the cards drawing out who can activate, who can do the next movement. I really like that a lot. So yeah, I can't wait to play it again now.
So what size of units do you have? Is it like a big scale, or is it small?
Yeah, it's just like Warhammer, mate. It's exactly like Warhammer. So playing 2,000 points of Warhammer would be the equivalent to a decent size 100 Years War game. So
cool.
Yeah, it's just another rabbit hole.
Yeah,
that I don't have any time for. I need to retire. That's the only way I'm getting out of this.
It is one of them, isn't it? It's hobbies. It takes up everyone's time.
Yeah, that's the dream, just to retire and paint through the day and play through the night. That's the dream.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Surprised you're not in your dressing gown, Rich.
Yeah.
It was a bit too warm tonight. It's over there, though. I am in my jammies, though.
Yeah.
It's These are my jammies.
I love it. Yeah. Concentration. D. There's some serious concentration going on, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't hear the music anymore. Is the music still on?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but it just keeps cutting out on my end. It does it on my stream as well, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm hearing something like soft in
Can you hear?
background.
Yeah,
If I
it's just my headset. It's just my headset. It's just cutting it out.
Can you hear that? I've just turned it up really loud. Yeah, so.
No, mate, I can't hear anything. I'm hearing you guys fine. That's the main thing.
Oh, right, weird.
That's
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is there. It sits in the background.
Yep.
Playing away. This is the StreamYard is a good little system actually.
It's a great system, mate. Yeah. No, really.
Do you
really
how
good.
do you do the do you pay for the anything on your one, or do you just keep it
Nope,
free?
it's all free, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't afford to do it because I think it's really expensive. It's like
Yeah, no.
$30 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't afford that.
No. So
I mean,
what
if
do you
Richard
do for
and
the
Freedom Battle want to sponsor me, that's fine. I'll be very happy to have them as sponsors to sponsor the show, to have a HD streamcast every week. No response. Okay, that's good. that was silently declined, I think.
Yeah.
No,
So
but
when you do it, Josh,
you really don't need it. You don't need it, dude. Like, unless you're doing something that really needs high definition, I don't think it's real necessity for what we're doing. We're just chatting and painting, so it's not like we need HD to show off all our wrinkles and pimples. So,
see, I don't film anything in HD, Josh. I just not properly. No, I don't think it does. I don't think I think it's, especially for YouTube, I don't think you need to be pretty high definition. People just want to see some content, don't they?
Yeah.
Just
I mean, the only thing that would be nice to have is to remove that StreamYard logo and put your own logo on there.
Yeah,
that's one of the only benefits you get from paying for that, for that subscription.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't. Yeah. You're right. It would be cool, but it's one of the minor thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a minor.
When you do yours streams, Josh, you always have a little countdown plaque. How do you?
I made the video and then I uploaded it into StreamYard because you can put an intro and outro video.
Okay.
So you make your own video and then you put it in, and you can loop it, so you can keep going around and around and around.
Right. Oh, I see.
So the slideshows are done the same. Make the slideshow and then you upload it into StreamYard.
Right.
And present it. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, just need a bit of playing around then.
Yeah. But you told me about the music, which is a good thing. I like that background music.
Yeah, it just stops that, when there's times where people are painting, and stops it from being a bit too awkward. There's something going on in the background.
Yeah.
There's like only one good bit of soundtrack on there, though.
Yeah, I know.
The others are awful.
Light driving.
Yeah,
light driving. Terrible, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can't add your own.
Not that I'm aware of.
You can add your own. You can.
I
tried it once, and someone said it was too loud or something, so I took it off. So I might try it again. I might try adding my own again. Someone suggested like bolt throw or something like that, but I think that might be a little bit.
Soothing music in the background.
Yeah, something soothing. Yeah. But Kenny Rogers would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm joking, of course. I would never put Kenny Rogers on there. You know who Kenny Rogers is, don't you?
Yeah.
Good old Kenny.
Rogers.
Maybe when Christmas comes, we'll put Kenny or Dean Martin or something on there or whatever.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, good old Frank. Oh yeah, Richard, did you say that? I thought, maybe I asked you this before. I don't know, but you said that that you didn't like Dune Part 2. Is that right?
Yeah, he did say that. I hold him to it. I know. I was there.
I will never deny
absolutely
it.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant movie.
Dire.
Really? I thought
think
it was absolutely. What didn't you like about it?
Terrible. The whole thing.
Yeah, they're going to do a third one. Yeah.
It was.
But what was it that you didn't like about it? Exactly.
It was slow and boring.
Really? I didn't think that at all. I watched it twice. I was almost going to watch it 3 times, but
I didn't really understand what was going on. But I won't waste my time watching it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really loved it.
I'm in the minority here, but yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable at all.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched a film for ages. You watched that, Rich?
Give me Lord of the Rings.
Did you watch the series, Lord of the Rings?
No. Oh, no, you're on about the Ring of Powers.
Yeah.
I love that Ring of Power. It was brilliant.
I saw the first season, but then we lost all the renewing Amazon or whatever it was on.
Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought they were fantastic. So I can't wait for the third one to come out now. There's going to be like 5 in total, they said. So
is there?
After this, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 5 in total. Yeah.
Wow.
It is very different to the films, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is these are like, this is when Gandalf first came onto the scene, and Saruman was just a human. He hadn't transformed into this with all his armor and stuff like that later. So this is way back in the start, way back when Galadriel was still really young, and who's the other guy? The king, the Elven king.
Yeah.
Not
Elrond.
Elrond. That's right. Elrond. Yeah, Elrond was still really young. As in terms of being an elf, they were really young, and the Dwarven king was still alive. He died in the movies. He's already dead and buried. And the whole, when Gimli goes to see the halls of this great king, I can't remember what his name is now, but anyhow.
Yeah.
Durin, probably.
That's a long. Durin. That's
Balian?
it. That's a long. Hey, what's that?
Was it Balian? Balin? Something like that?
Is it Balin? Yeah, King Balin. Yeah, that's a long gone, forgotten, completely overrun with the goblins by the time the first movie comes around. So yeah, it's all really preset hundreds of years before the movie started. So
yeah, I guess I think basically they had the rights to make the movie out of material that wasn't really covered by any of the Tolkien books, so it was mostly as hinted at. So it's sort of the in-between stuff that they are allowed to do.
The in-between stuff.
Yeah. So there's some, from that's briefly mentioned in Silmarillion, but not really the main story.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a shot, Jonny, because I thought it was good.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of these, the environment. There's a lot of pretty scenes. I think some of the characters are a bit annoying, but yeah. I don't hate it.
Jonny.
I know there's a lot of people who really don't like it, but I think it's not bad.
Jonny, have you actually seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, of course I have. What do you say like that?
I don't know. It's just some people. There's a few people out there that haven't watched it.
Yeah. We used to have the extended version on DVD. I'll have you know.
You're a hardcore fan, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Couldn't get on with the books though.
No, it's not my sort of thing either. I couldn't read all that.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm reading Silmarillion actually at this moment. So.
Oh, right.
Well, fair play. Jesus.
I don't think it's too
That's
bad. I read it a couple of times, so I sort of got used to it.
Wow, okay.
See,
Well,
I never
that's
understand
the
that.
next,
Reading the book more than once. Fun, isn't it? I suppose it's like watching a film more than once, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like I read it like once a year. I've probably been 15 years or something since I read it.
Yeah, sure. These are really hard to paint.
You say that, Jonny. One of my favourite books is by an author called Terry Brooks, called The Elfstones of Shannara, and I've read that so many times. Every time I've read it, I've read it different. It's just I've noticed something new in the book.
Is that? Do they do a series about that? The Shannara Chronicles? Is that? What?
Yeah,
That was-
that's up there with you.
You didn't like that, no?
Nah. Terrible.
That was a bit. Yeah. No. Wasn't that more like almost a kids movie? I was.
Yeah. It was definitely like a. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Great
Yeah,
book.
Shannara Chronicles. Yeah.
You don't need to look that one up. It's not the series.
Oh, okay, I've never heard of it. So.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, they're doing a Dungeons and Dragons series now for is it Netflix or something?
How are I going to work that then?
Well,
Well,
let's
the
say it's
film was brilliant.
yeah.
The
Well,
film?
they're going to probably make it the same style as the film. I'd say.
Sorry, when was the film done?
A couple of years ago.
Years ago.
Was it Dungeons and Dragons? I've never seen that.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
it's not
brilliant.
bad.
Oh, right.
It's better than the old one, clearly.
Is it on like Netflix or Amazon or
Plus,
something?
I think.
Sorry,
I think it's on Disney Plus. Disney Plus, mate.
is it? Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
it called?
on
Dungeons
Amazon
and
is-
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really good.
So is
Right,
it done
okay.
like? Is it done like they like the old cartoon where they go back and go through a portal type thing?
And I really wish they would have done that, but they haven't. It's basically based on, I think, 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So there's a couple of things if you played the earlier edition you won't recognise.
Right.
But yeah, it's good.
Did anyone watch the cartoon?
Yeah, amazing.
The cartoon was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, you used to run home from school to watch it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh, the cartoon was
Ah.
amazing, Matthias.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
great.
think we have
Really
it
the-
over here, so I need to.
The bloody unicorn used to do my head in.
So good. What about what was it? Children's program, but it was amazing. What was it called? Nightmare.
Oh yeah,
That was amazing.
yeah, that was really good. You probably don't know what I'm talking about now, do you?
No idea.
I don't.
Nightmare was a game show, and it's sort of like it was basically a dungeon crawler.
Oh
game
yeah,
show.
yeah. I have heard about that one, but I never.
Yeah,
Seen it.
and the kids would go in and they'd have one one guy who has to don a helmet that he can't see through, so it's like a not completely covered helmet, and the other 3 would have to guide him through the dungeon, and he's got to escape the dungeon basically, and it was just so good. The acting was, well, it was a mixture of poor and amazing, but it was so good. Like, you know, every now and then you get these goblins chasing the guy, and
that's cool.
you there'll be moments where you're like, your heart's in your mouth. Come on, quick, get out of the room, get out of the room. Yeah.
It sounds like one of those Japanese game show type things.
I'll tell you what we used to
without the cockroach.
Takeshi's Castle? Was it Takeshi's Castle?
Yeah, Takeshi's Castle.
Wasn't it? Oh my god. So funny.
Yeah, it sounds like something like that. Yeah. I don't think they make shows like that anymore.
Yeah, that Nightmare was really good.
Probably got sued. That's probably why.
Yeah, we didn't have any of that in Sweden when I was young. It was more like Czech puppet theater or something. So it was. We had.
What?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they showed like proper cartoons maybe once a week if we were really lucky, and that was it. And so we had 2 channels to choose from, and you know.
We had 4
channels. Bloody hell.
Rich, do you remember just having 4 channels?
Oh god. I remember having 3.
3? Oh, yeah, you are old.
Shut your face. Yeah, I remember when they switched on Channel 4.
Do you remember when they switched on Channel 5 and it just didn't work?
No, it didn't, did it?
No one could get it.
But then you look at the kids today, how many TV programs they can watch now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. My kids are just spoiled with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they watch anything on demand. They've got no concept of like they have to wait for something. It just comes to them.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Actually, I thought about that too because I recently, I don't do streaming services monthly. I just do it. Like I pay for a month and I just watch everything in a month.
Yeah.
And then I quit it after a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get everything. Yeah. But I will say, because I know some services, when they release something, they give you all the episodes in one go and you can watch it in a binge stream.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it how they release one episode every week because then you're looking forward to it like you did in the old days.
So yes, and no, I agree with that. So once you've been spoiled enough and you get everything in one go, sometimes you want to binge it, don't you? Like, oh, I want to know what's happening next. You have to wait until next week. This is so old school. But I know what you're saying as well. It also prolongs the anticipation, makes it more exciting. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, it's gonna be Friday night. I'm gonna get some pizza and get some beers and enjoy that 60 minutes of watching that show. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The best series I've seen for this year so far is it's on Apple TV and it is in the UK anyway, and it's a thing called Silo.
Oh, you're right. You like that, do you?
Oh, it's really good. Have you seen it?
I think it's absolute piss week.
Oh, really? I really enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant.
I don't like it so much, mate. I think it's really B grade kind of.
You're
predictable writing. I thought Severance was the best thing.
That's great. That is Severance is brilliant.
Like that a lot.
I agreed with that. That's me going to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's everyone's dream.
I come out and I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I don't know.
Yeah, how did I get home?
Yeah,
exactly, mate. Yeah,
that is good. Severance is good. You're right. That agreed there. But Silo, I do recommend that as well.
So Silo, is that the post-apocalyptic one, or is that?
Yeah, that's it. It's the one with I can't think of her name.
You thought Dune 2 was boring? Bloody hell, mate! That's going to bore the tears out of you. That one.
I heard some mixed reviews of that one. So
what, Silo?
Yeah.
Well,
some like it, some don't.
Good review from me, mate.
Yeah.
Masters of the Air, I think it was the Steven Spielberg one. That was really good. I really liked that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
World War II one.
Yeah, that's like that was a Band of Brothers one, isn't it? But in the air.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, but
that's worth watching.
You watch it, Rich?
What was that?
Masters of the Air.
No.
Really good. Oh, I should watch it, mate. It's brilliant. If you like your World War II stuff, holy shit. Apple.
So it's like bomber cruise, or what is it?
Yeah, the big bombers. Yeah, that's good.
Have you seen the Wheel of Time series?
No. I tried to. I thought that was absolute garbage as well.
Yeah,
my sister watches it.
It was a bit disappointing, but I heard they said that like third season is really picking up. So even some of those that really hated the first season say it's actually not bad now.
Not bad now. Okay.
How about? Has anyone watched Halo?
No.
No, watch that one.
I don't know. I watched the first season. Started watching the second season. Couldn't get back into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it and then stopped as well.
Have a little.
That's one game I want to play.
What, Halo?
Well, the ground command game. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, yeah. What, the strategy one?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
It's 15mm miniatures, like Epic.
Oh yeah. Spartan Games. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, a mate of mine in Tokyo, the guy who I was going to play that Ultima with, he's got the whole collection of it, and so I'm really looking forward to giving that a go at some point. We'll go to see him.
That one went pop though, didn't it?
Yeah, they went bust. I think the whole license made them forced the whole company to go bankrupt.
So, oh really? Oh.
Halo license, yeah.
It's a pretty big license, to be fair.
Huge, mate. Because you got to put that. That's the thing about those licenses, like Games Workshop with Lord of the Rings and all that. You've got to increase your sales margin to cover the license fee. Because I think it's everything they sell, every single item, every single product with their logo on it and everything, that they take a percentage of that, I believe.
Yeah, possible, yeah.
So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Mantic Games has their license now to make miniature games with it. So I have no idea what that game's like. Maybe it's good, but that's on a much larger scale, like 55mm or something like that, or 70mm, the minis. But,
no, I don't think it's that big.
You sure? They look big. They can't be 28.
Well, the aliens are quite big anyway, aren't they?
Right.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I thought the miniatures were big. Good night.
The miniatures are... Good night.
Nighty night. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the game. The miniatures, they are like Chimera size, aren't they? So as well, 32 mils.
Right, okay, that's what they're sized at, isn't it? Okay, gotcha.
But the creatures the Spartans are fighting are bigger anyway, so...
Oh, I didn't even know they had creatures out for it. I didn't know that they had the Covenant.
Yeah, the Covenant in it. That's what they're fighting, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Never played the game.
All right, well, there's another rabbit hole. Maybe one day I'll jump down because I do like Halo.
Must be hard to get those miniatures now, though. I would have thought.
Oh, ground command's impossible, but now Mantic's got the license. They've got their own skirmish game for it now.
Right, not the skirmish game, but right. So Grand Command is basically like an epic version of Halo, yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I went to Stephen's house last time, he just had like boxes and boxes and boxes full of it, all the stuff, painted, and he's got all the terrain for it and everything. So
brilliant.
Yeah, I'd love to give it a go at least once, just to say I've played it, and yeah, it looks really nice. The miniatures are fantastic. I ordered the set in Japan here, and the guy got it in for me, and at that time I thought, no, I'll just leave it.
Oh no!
And someone else bought it. He said that's okay. Someone else bought it, and I'm kicking myself now because I think I would have really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you say, anyway, and like I said, getting the miniatures for something like that would be so hard now.
Yeah.
Because who actually did buy into it? Probably not that many people.
No. I think they still play it at Adepticon. Pretty sure there's a group going that still plays it in the US.
Right.
And now with 3D printing, they'll just need a 3D printer.
Well, this is it. There is that. Yeah. I mean, that's why War Master's picking up again because 3D printer. That's simple.
Oh. I saw that War Games Atlantic have released a whole heap of epic minis. They did the samurai, but now they're doing fantasy now. So that looks interesting. They're entering the epic fantasy market.
Who's this?
War Games Atlantic.
Oh, are they? What, doing sort of 10 mil scale type thing?
Yeah. It looks like they're developing their own rule system maybe for it.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you got many War Games Atlantic minis? Because I haven't.
I've got nothing as yet, but I've got someone on order. So,
right.
With that new game for Guards of Trader's Toll. It's a new game he just released. Which I'll have on the Swords and Sake channel at some point.
I've always heard, positive things about them. Yeah, I've never actually held one in my hands myself.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out.
Yeah.
I got some Italians for built action from it, and I thought, and there was no instructions, and you thought, how the hell do you put these together? What goes with what?
Yeah.
And it took me a while to figure out that, like, the body had a H next to it, then you found the corresponding arms finally.
Okay.
But I was until I actually put them together, and they were a lot smaller than Warlord Games. Warlord Games are sort of hero-sized models.
Yeah.
And these were a bit thinner. And once I actually started putting them together and painting them, I had to sort of backtrack. So where I was thinking these are rubbish, blah blah blah. Once I actually put them together, they're like, oh, actually, they're really good. So I'm quite happy to buy some more Warlord Atlantic War Games Atlantic models. I won't think twice now. Yeah, they're really good. In fact, I'm going to get their Age of Chivalry range. So I can do a knightly type army for Kings of War.
Yeah.
Well, really good.
A lot of people use their skeletons for fantasy, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's such good value for money. You get like 30 or 40 of them in a box for 20 quid.
Well, Victrix are the same. You get so many models that are really highly detailed classic models.
Yeah.
And you get like 34, 40 for 30 odd quid.
Yeah.
Such good value for money.
Sorry, I jumped into someone there. Someone was going to say something.
No, I was just saying my dog is starting to look a bit shifty, so I think I need to take him out.
Okay, Matthias, that's good, mate.
Mate, thank you so much for jumping on.
Yeah, it was great fun doing a bit of painting and chatting, and
nice to meet you.
You guys. So take care.
Okay, no mate. Thanks, Matthias.
See you soon, mate. See you soon, mate.
Yep.
Thanks,
See you. Bye.
And then there were 3. Yeah. No, go on.
Johnny tonight.
You message him, yeah. Yeah, he's been. What's happened to him?
I don't know.
It's not like Danny. He's normally always on these.
Yeah.
Last few, he's not been around. Must be busy with bits and pieces, I guess.
Yeah. He had a bloody nasty cough the last time I spoke to him, so hopefully.
Yeah, well, that's that. Yeah, that's it. So hopefully he's nothing too.
He's gonna quit smoking, silly bugger. Well, coming from someone who smoked for 20 years.
What? How did you give up? Just went cold turkey?
I've got my wife, mate. She's a great smoking deterrent.
Right, fair play. Yeah, that's.
I'll get her over to Danny's place. I'll just get his wife to book my wife in for a week, and she sort Danny up and give him the samurai treatment of quitting smoking within 14 days. Now I basically wanted to quit, and my missus would get my back on my back about it.
Yeah.
And Leo was really young then, and I thought, okay, I want to give it a good go of it. And I just went from 5 a day to 4 a day for a week, then 3 a day for a week, then 2 a day for a week, then 1 a day for several weeks, and then finally. And I went to Australia for holidays, or we went on holidays, and I just wouldn't smoke. So then you give it like 7 days, and it's you're out of it then. And then when you pick up a cigarette after that and you put it in your mouth, you light it up. Oh mate, there's nothing worse. It's just terrible.
I mean, I've never been a smoker, but I've as a youngster I've tried a few here and there. But my God, I can't see how anyone could ever want to get into them.
Yeah,
they're awful.
Yeah, it totally kills your taste buds. So when you finally get the nicotine out of your system.
Yeah.
And then you light one up, it's like, oh my God, it's so bad, and the smell is so terrible. And you just don't realize it until you stop it. Yeah, but I like the act of smoking and the smell of tobacco, and especially cigar smoke. I love all that. So I like the ambience it gives, but I don't like the
tobacco smells nice.
And let's face it, I was getting older.
Yeah.
Things start happening. Your body starts reacting differently, or can't regenerate itself quick enough. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
When you're young, it's okay. When you get older, it looks a bit sadder, and you look like an old hobo. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. You're not like James Dean. You're not James Dean forever, mate. Basically,
no.
Can't be like Richard forever, unfortunately.
Oh, we're
dashing, young, handsome man.
I'm gonna say there's not many people as lucky as Richard.
No.
Who's that?
What?
Me?
What?
I'll have to get that photo of you, mate, in your first video with the long hair. You had like really nice long hair in the beginning.
God, that was COVID. That was my stupid lockdown hair.
Yeah, I really liked it. You look like Shane Warne back in those days. Yeah.
I love it.
My daughter every now and again brings up the early video just to embarrass her. Dad, look at this, look at you. Go away.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like Cody was a smoker as well at some point.
Yeah, Cody. Yeah, because I know Cody does the vaping, and I know a lot of people do vaping, especially in the US. Vaping's huge.
Well, it's big out there, is it?
Vaping, fuck yeah, it's huge. Mate. In Japan, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. They've got like electronic cigarettes now, so they're nicotine free, or tar free, aren't they? Tar free cigarettes now. That's a big rage in Japan.
Right.
But in the US, I see a lot of people vaping. But that's not good. Well, I suppose it depends what you're inhaling. But anything you inhale it's not that good for you. But I'm not here to give health advice here on the Johnny Watson live stream. You can live your life the way you want to. And you probably say, Josh, you're a big piss pot. You get drunk every day. And that's right. That's true. So I'm not living the healthiest of lifestyles either, I can tell you.
Yeah, we don't give health advice or financial advice on this channel.
No, thank God for that. Jeez. The last thing you want from me is financial advice and health advice.
Stop buying those miniatures.
Some guy put on the valuation page 46 metal space marines.
Right.
I was like, right. I don't need them.
Yeah, say no.
I was very strong.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've still got that box. That's this big box of yours, Rich.
Well, no, it's on here.
Come on, I want to hear a bit more about this big box that's got everything in it.
What box?
You remember he posted a massive box that's got full of epic stuff, I think, isn't it?
Oh yeah, at work.
Everything in it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's got some epic buildings, some epic stuff. It's got the Space Marine box set in it, but it's just some buildings in it and a couple of models. But it's got the rules in it as well. And I placed a bid on a Renegade box set. I thought, you ain't going to go for that cheap. All the cards are in there, the rule book was in there, and I thought, nah, that's never going to go that cheap. Put the bid in, bloody won it, didn't I, for 36 quid?
36 quid, eh? Nice.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
That's great, mate.
Josh, how many big boxes were there for the cards in Epic? So I've got the Warlord one now.
Yeah.
What other ones were there? There must have been one for the Imperium.
Armies of the Imperium.
So it was called Armies of the Imperium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Renegades. It's got Renegades, Chaos, and Elder.
Right. Okay.
The Hive War.
Hive War. Yeah.
I've never seen them ones. They must be quite rare.
Oh yeah, Hive War is super rare. Yeah.
You've got the book now, haven't you, Johnny? Josh?
Yeah, thanks to an amazing patron of mine. He sent me a copy in exchange for some painting lessons, and
awesome.
And I gave that to Paul. So I've got to give him a prod to say, hey, what's going on with it?
Yeah.
Let's get it on the table.
Absolutely.
So is that? Did he give you some models as well, or is it just the rules?
No, he had no models. That's. I thought you said you're going to send us some models, mate.
Yeah, I must dig them out for you.
What was the rules? Sorry, for what army?
The Tyranids, mate.
Oh, the Tyranids. Right. Okay. Yeah.
It was the last set released before they went into Titan Legions.
Right. Okay.
No, was it at the end of Titan Legions?
Was it? No, I think it was a Titan Legions.
Might be the end of Titan Legions. Yeah, it was. Sorry, at the end of Titan Legions. Then it went into third edition Epic, and then it got very quickly discontinued. So it's it's one of the rarest sets out there, complete. Anyway.
What you'll have to do, Josh, is if you've got have you got the cards for the Hive War, the hexagonal cards?
Yeah, got everything.
Points made.
Yeah, it's complete. The whole set's complete, like as in you.
Right. Why don't you then see if you want to come up with a 4,000 point army, and I'll see if I've got the models for you.
Okay, I'll let Paul know, mate, and he can do that. That's fine, no problem. I'll have to ask him what stuff he's got. He may have some bits and pieces already. I don't know. It was mainly the plastics, I think, that was going to be the biggest problem. And Scott was going to give me a hand from my sponsor. Was going to give me a hand because he's got a ton. He's got like tons and tons of epic stuff there, and we're doing deals on paint exchange for miniatures and stuff like that as well. So
I got some nids on sprues still, on the plastic sprues I haven't touched. So you let me know what you need, and I'll do my best to get over to you.
Thanks, mate. That'd be great. Yeah. We'll have to make a reciprocal exchange in maybe getting you like some Warlord vouchers or something like that, mate. So you can go and get some.
But it'd be good to see. It'd be good to see them on your channel.
Yeah, sure,
epic.
It is, mate. It is. I'm looking forward to it. I've got loads of Land Raiders and Rhinos to paint. I think I'll do that throughout Slatter Natter on Monday. My Monday, your Sunday. I'll do that then. Because I really want to get those guys finished and start on the Titan and the vehicles and everything. For that,
I thought you painted the Titan.
Not yet. Not for the Space Marine one. It's still here, primed. So I might actually do that as a video, actually, because it's a one-off special thing related to the White Dwarf article and doing all the banners and the freehand and everything on it. Yeah, that'd be a nice one as a video, I think. That one.
Yeah, that will be good.
Yeah.
Because I missed out on I didn't do the Orc. What's called Mega Gargant. I didn't do that one, unfortunately. That would have been a good video too, but fuck, that took ages to me to finish that one off.
Well, the Mega Gargant,
yeah.
It was good, mate.
It's done now. It's done, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Looking forward to playing Epic. I haven't played it once this year. It's kind of sad, and now that it's April, I'm itching to get a game in. So I might ask Paul if he wants a game. We'll just do a one-off game. What the hell?
Yeah. Even I'm getting a game in of Epic as well.
Yeah, you're getting a game, mate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Epic.
Can't wait. That is booked in for the 9th of May.
Awesome,
mate.
So it's all booked in.
But that's really good because, sorry to jump in, Johnny. I'm sure it was Josh interviewing AD, and AD was saying he's very picky who he games.
Well,
yeah.
So
if he doesn't like the person, he won't game him.
I suppose if he doesn't talk to me afterwards, I know why.
This is the test.
Yeah. But, that's going to be really good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no pressure, Johnny. Don't mess it up for the rest of us.
Make sure he wins too. Make sure you never let him win, because otherwise you're.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm playing the Orcs, so there's no chance I'm going to win. They'll just get shot to pieces.
Yeah, but they got such big bloody formations. There's a nightmare to break them.
Yeah, true. But I was thinking, right? GW must see channels like Josh's and that, and the nostalgia that's out there. It baffles me why they wouldn't do like limited edition runs of the Space Marine game, for example, or do you know what I mean? Like they must still have all the things it would take to remake those box sets.
Yeah,
like they'd stop all the stuff online, eBay and stuff overnight if they were to
resell. Make a small fortune, wouldn't they?
They would, because all they have to do is do like a little sister company, like a nostalgia company or something like that, and they would absolutely, it'd be, I don't know, because now I think it's our generation that are doing all the buying again.
But I think it's channels like ours and Kind of Command and all that sort of stuff that's probably bumped up the price on eBay, because people are thinking, oh, and they're coming back from like 10th edition and they go and look on eBay to buy the models because they've seen the stuff you've been painting and mini-sodes, miniscape and all that sort of stuff as well. And it's just probably bumped up the price on eBay because stuff has gone up.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Josh?
It's got more expensive.
Would they wouldn't ever do it, would they?
No, they won't.
I don't think so, man.
I just think that they just need like almost sort of go, right, we own this company, it's a little side project company. You guys just go, and all we do is sell all the old school games that we used to do. all that intellectual property, that other people are making money on. Like for example, like Warmaster, all the people are doing the 3D printing and stuff. GW don't have anything, don't make any money on that. They just don't sell it at all. But they could, because they'll have all the molds and all the old formats of the rules and everything.
What they need to do, like they did with War Games Historical, when they had the historical division. Remember Rick said that?
Yeah.
They need to make one just for nostalgia gaming and call it specialist games or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And reproduce the miniatures, reproduce the games, and sell it through that separate division, like how Forge World was started. All that kind of thing. It's just a separate division, but under their license.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Just sort of a separate company, but under the banner of the overarching Games Workshop company. I don't know. It's just something I was just sort of thinking, why would they not do that? Because you only have to look at it, right? You only have to look at it when you look at some of the really big YouTube channels. Okay, so who's just trying to think of one of the big ones, like Goober Town or someone like that. The ones that got really hundreds of thousands of followers. The biggest videos they do quite often are the ones that are nostalgic. They go back to like 2nd edition or painting old 4th edition goblins or something. They're the ones that seem to do the best. So there's obviously a massive want for this. So why would Games Workshop not facilitate it as such? I mean, there's probably a lot. I mean, I'll make it sound very easy. I'm sure it's not, but there's money there to be had. And and it would solve the eBay problem.
Well, it'd drop the prices, wouldn't it? But then
overnight.
Some people, you're also playing into the nostalgia of owning the original models. If Games Workshop then reproduce the models, it wouldn't be the original models from back in the day.
Yeah, but they also would be original models because they're from Games Workshop.
From the Games Workshop, because it's from the molds, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's still original models, just
but not original release back then, sort of thing.
No, yeah,
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, there's definitely.
But then it's 3D printing, so the only other thing they could do is release the SD file, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And do that.
Yeah, absolutely. They could go down that route.
I won't mention his name, but there's a guy who's helped me out a few times where he's printed off loads of arms and weapons for me with the space screens. Because you can get the body, it's a piece of cake on eBay, but you can't get the arms.
No, you can't get the arms. Yeah, no, yeah. I actually on my
all my Coastal Assault Marines have all got 3D printed bolt pistols and chainswords.
Yeah, you have to. Tell. Yeah. Rich, could you get me some of them? Because I've got loads of Assault Marines. Do you have any Do you have any spare arms? And guns?
No, but I can put you in touch with him.
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I can't. For a life of love nor money, can I get chainswords and bolt pistols and arms?
No,
can't do it.
No.
So at the moment, I've got no Assault Marines because of that.
Is this for your Howling Griffins?
Yeah. I've got hundreds of them. They're all sitting here. Hundreds of them.
No way.
But I can't.
You got 100. You got literally
I ain't got
metal models.
No. I ain't got hundreds. I've got at least two units of 10.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. Metal.
Metal miniatures.
All of them metal. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Over that. That's over that. A big box of metal here.
Right, see, this is the thing, right? Games Workshop now release some. All right, they look great. The plastic models they release now look amazing, but they don't float my boat. I get more excited seeing some metal miniatures on eBay.
Yeah.
Than I do seeing the new releases.
Yeah.
It's like I'm painting this Deathwing Terminator now. When you look at it, the detail on it is amazing. Just Goodwin sculpts have just stood the test of time.
Yeah. Well, I found there's 18 just there.
Bloody hell.
Can't see an
What's that, mate? I can't see anything. I've got my wrong glass.
I know it's not a very good. It's not a very good picture. It's just all the metal salt marines from 2nd edition. I've got loads of them.
Have you got the jump?
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, all the jump packs, all the metal jump packs, like all. But
what do you want? Just change.
I've got no arms. I've got no arms or bolt guns.
Yeah, right.
You need.
I can't do it.
Do you need the pauldrons as well?
No, I don't need pauldrons.
Okay, let me have a look for you, Johnny. I might have some 3D printed ones, mate.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'll get in touch with matey. What do you need? 10.
Well, yeah, anything to start with, really. 5 would do. You know, 5. Yeah, but just something to start me off with them because I can't do these until.
Have you got the guy with the power fist?
Yes, I've got 2 versions of him actually. Funny enough, don't know why.
Because mine's got I armed mine with a chain sword. He's got a power fist, but I've got 2 in the squad with power swords.
Right. Do you want one? Do you want this one? I have got 2, I think.
No, I'm fine, thanks, mate. I won't need. There was a guy local, unbelievable, in Plymouth, and I looked on Facebook Marketplace, and he's selling. Or admittedly, they're plastic, so I'm thinking for a 3rd edition army. But he's selling cheap Marines, and I went round to his house, and he's got so much.
Yeah.
I was like, why have you got so much? He said, because I ended up doing about 3 complete chapters worth of Marines. And he had so many Marines, and at one point he had 16 3rd edition or 4th edition Land Raiders. He sold them all.
16 Land Raiders.
Yeah.
He's basically a millionaire.
Oh, mate, honestly, it was unbelievable. He had 27 Imperial Knights.
Jesus.
Don't you game? He said, no, I never gamed. I just wanted to collect the models.
You're kidding me.
Amazing.
So I went round and bought some Space Marines and some plastic Terminators and that. And he put something else up. I said, I've got to have them. He was selling attack bikes for $5.
Wow.
And bikes for £2. Space Marine bikes with the riders and all that sort of stuff. So I texted Jace and said, Jace, I'm going around to see that guy. You come in? He goes, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I bet.
So he got himself a good couple of deals there as well. He managed to pick up a Ravenwing land speeder, which was in bits. But then he went on to eBay and suffered the cost of one of the suppliers and got the 2 bits he needed. So in the end, it cost him like £12.
That's hell.
For a metal Ravenwing land speeder.
Nice.
Yeah, it's deals to be had out there. You just got to find them, ain't you?
Yeah. There's a few people.
I'll speak to matey and get you some chainsaws and bolt pistols, mate.
Please do, yeah.
Nice one.
That's what I need. Can't do them otherwise.
Yeah, we got to get the Howden Griffins finished, don't we? Bloody hell.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, it scares me to start them a little. I haven't been looking for the bolt pistols and that much really because of it. It's the thought of carrying on going with the. What I do want to, obviously, and I will.
Yeah, you've got and I like the blue you've done on the orcs. I just love that.
Oh yeah,
blue you've done on the orcs. Really good.
Do you know what that blue is? That is Magic Blue from Game Color Vallejo, and it's just highlighted up. Such a nice color. That's such a good blue.
See, I want to try and get a blue between Crimson Fist. I don't like the pastel. They've gone really pale with the Ultramarines now, and I want to get a nice royal blue.
Yeah,
a nice deep, rich royal blue. So I want to do some Ultramarines, but I don't like them being too pale like they are now. I'm just trying to find a decent blue.
Like a deep blue. I've got this AK Interactive deep blue. You won't be able to see it very well. It's not got a terrible light. if you can see it. No, that won't show it, will it? Sorry.
No.
But anyway, that's a nice deep. Well, it says deep blue. It's called deep blue. I like this. It's good blue. Because what Vallejo do an ultramarine blue, don't they?
Yeah.
Do I have that? I do.
I bought some of that to paint my my Epic originally in ultramarine colours.
Yeah.
But then, I'm still going to do one company of ultramarines veterans with the ultramarine blue.
Yeah.
Does look very nice though. That colour.
Is it here? Oh, I've got royal blues, very similar, but there is an ultramarine blue. So, and that's probably quite a good colour match. Yeah, that blue goes really well. Those Howling Griffins. So the Howling Griffins, it works really well as well because you've got the primary colours. Looks nice, but yeah, those all quite nice actually. Yeah, they are pretty good.
Because I managed to get hold of that off that guy. I was like, no way. So all of a sudden, I had no chaplains, and I got 2 on bikes, and I managed to find out that one of the chaplains that was in the bundle was Cassius from the Ultramarines.
Oh, nice.
I was like, no way! So I definitely want to do an Ultramarine force.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I do like the boys in blue.
Yeah, would you try and sort of model it on any of the Games Workshop White Dwarf army, Ultramarine armies, or just do your own sort of?
I'll do my own.
Yeah.
Having said that, I've always liked the idea of doing the, in the Book of the Dark, on the back of the Dark Millennium, they've got the Blood Angels and the Ultramarines.
Yes.
I thought, well, I'll copy that, and I've got loads of. I managed to get a load of monopole Space Marines, so I was going to do them as Ultramarines and try and copy that army list in the back.
Yeah,
I've got a Land Raider. I'm half tempted to give that to Danny to do because he's desperate. He wants to do a Land Raider.
Does he?
Yeah, but he'd have to do some repairs on it and maybe get.
I've got one here as well. I've actually got one as well.
Mate, you got to do what? You go. Oh, look at that! You got to do it.
But it needs a lot of work to it, and that's what's put me off.
Land Raider, nice, mate.
Yeah, I got it a little while ago.
Video on that.
I will do when I get round to it, but I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what there's. It's got a couple of holes in it. I've got it for a proper bargain because it is really wrecked. It's got a couple of holes in it, so I've got to fill some holes, and it's got this door here. I don't like this door. It's open. You can see that there.
Yeah.
The side door is open, so you can see in. I want to close that, but it's obviously glued on quite. I don't want to break it, so I've got to try and work out how best to do that and stick that back on. And there's bits missing, so I might have to I might have to 3D print or get someone to do the bits for me. So yeah, I've got to do something with this. It's just, well, it will be part of the Howling Griffins. It's just.
I was going to say it would have to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's just it sits on my desk, sitting there looking at me. I'm going, I'll do something else. But yeah, that's. But honestly, I got that for such almost nothing. Really, really cheap.
Well, the thing is, the damn thing, they were a dime a dozen at one point. My mate who gifted us the big orc army that we got off him. He's got one that he's converted, so it's just the tracks on the sides, and he used it as a battle wagon with a wooden palisade on it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, honestly,
you wouldn't do that now, would you?
Think, oh my god, you wouldn't dare do it now, would you?
No.
Oh, if only we knew, eh?
Oh my god! If only. Yeah, they used to do boxes of like 2 or 3, didn't they? In a box for like 30 quid or something.
Three rhinos, and you had 2 Land Raiders. And I remember years ago, I painted one up in ultramarine colours, and I gave my mate his birthday present. He opened it up and saw that it was the Land Raider box, and then he opened the box and his face just dropped because all he saw was the empty sprues in there. He was like, "Oh crap!" because I had a sellotape shut and everything, so he thought it was a brand new box. And when he looked up, I had it on the desk. He was like, "No way!"
Brilliant. They were never really used in any of the battle reports, were they? Apart from that big one where they had all the tanks.
No, they used one in a battle report called Bunker Assault.
Yeah, is that the one with all the tanks in it?
No, it was the Eldar against Space Wolves and had Ultra Renown Raiders and allies.
That's right.
In fact, there's a guy called Richard on Rich Vaughan, I think he's called in the Facebook group on Second Ed.
Yeah.
And he recreated the army, and his painting is superb.
Oh, nice.
And it looked amazing. And he actually done a battle report, but he didn't film it, but he took photos.
Okay.
And right up on it. Yeah, honestly, go and check it out. His armies are beautiful.
Oh, nice.
So well done. It's like, like they've fallen out of White Dwarf, like Josh's do. Josh's armies look amazing, but this guy Rich, he's just done a fabulous.
Oh, Rich Vaughan, is it Rich Vaughan?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did him in the last Slatter Natter, like the first one with his Eldar. They look really, really nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of fire dragons and stuff. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, I do. The other one I follow is Whiskey and Wizards, is it?
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, he does some really good stuff too.
His painting is just something else.
Yeah,
he's got a very nice, unique style about his work.
Yeah,
so.
very sharp highlights.
Yeah, very sharp. Yeah, he uses the I don't think he doesn't use contrast paints, but he uses the same medium that they use for contrast and a big bottle, like an artist bottle. He just dips it onto his palette and mixes the paints with it.
Okay.
So he's got a very unique kind of style. Yeah.
I love seeing the old road, because he done some Road Trader Eldar or Space Elves back in the day.
The Space Pirates,
really well painted old models, because it just goes to show that with the skill you got now, you can make them look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The
old models stand up absolutely good compared to now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's been mentioned quite a lot of times. I think, Josh, you have this conversation quite a lot with a lot of the people you have on your podcast, where they say like that the new models nowadays just seem to have lost the charm, and that gets brought up quite a lot on your channel, and it's true. They do. There's just, you could maybe say technically they are better because they're probably more detailed, but they haven't got the beauty that the old ones have. They just don't.
Well, I think that's true in a sense, but I think once I started looking at alternative companies and everything out there, I did find there's still a lot of really small
but you're looking at
cottage industry businesses out there and who are producing really nice looking miniatures with a lot of character and a lot of soul to them, and they're often in metal.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference, though. That's what they're still basically doing it the old way, aren't they? So that's where the charm comes from. It's sort of the hand sculpted, whereas probably what like GW do now is much more 3D sculpted and then printed in that way.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right. I totally agree. There is still people out there who do it. It's just it's not as forefront. It's not cutting edge technology now, is it? It's not how it's done with the big boys.
The problem with the newer stuff, because a friend of mine's doing Sisters of Battle, and she said that you put it together. You have to kind of sometimes paint it separately before you do it together, because otherwise you can't get your paint brush into the small crevices.
Sure.
It's all done, like you say, on 3D. But back in the day when the metal model was sculpted, you had to be able to get a sculpting tool in there. So if you can get a sculpting tool in there, you can get a paintbrush in there.
Yeah.
But the newer plastic ones, you can't do it. They got capes flying everywhere, and you just can't get underneath the cape to paint the model or anything. So you got to sort of do it in bits.
Yeah.
And plus, let's face it, we all like the fact we feel a bit of weight in our hands when we're moving models across the board.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. So that's what always brings me back to doing the metal models, one-piece metal models. I don't think you can do better than that. And thankfully, there's still just huge amounts of ranges out there of various different companies who make one-piece old-school models, and they do have a sense of charm about them, you know. So,
yeah, I love. I'm not a big sculptor guy. I don't like to have to do stuff to my miniatures to make them look nice. So when you get so when you get a one piece, it's just like, oh, this is lovely. It's just how it is, and I just paint that. I don't have to think about it.
Yep.
Emperor Jim said, I think the Games Workshop models for their smaller games are nice and characterful Underworlds and Warcry gangs.
Right,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Possibly if you're doing something like that, but if you're doing a whole army, I think you'll probably get a little bit tedious.
Yeah, I painted one of the Warcry warbands, the Asian looking guys. I don't know what they're called now, but I enjoyed doing that because it was quite a cool looking thematic set. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do them on a large scale. But just as 8 to 10 models, it was nice to do. But that's But yeah, nice models, finicky, plasticky shit that broke. The spears would break. Just look at them, they'll break. So
yeah, but you say that. We all love the Monopoles High Elves, don't we? Did you paint them for your Elven army, Josh? Or
I've got 40 spearmen painted and 40 archers, mate.
What, Monopoles?
Yeah. I had to paint them for the... Actually, that's one battle I want to recreate this year, is the battle for Red X Pass in the new format, because we played that. And I painted those models specifically for that scenario, because you needed 40. You didn't need 40. You needed 32 spearmen and 40 archers for that scenario. So I painted exactly that number. Sorry, I haven't painted 40 spearmen, mate. I've painted what did I just say? 32.
32, yeah.
Yeah, one.
I'm going to have to love you and leave you.
Me too. I've got to go too as well, mate.
Yeah.
Class, and my missus just came in before to say, "Hurry the hell up."
No, that's all good, guys.
My new boss now. That's my new boss.
Honestly, guys, perfect. We had a good time.
Nice time, Johnny.
Yeah, it's great, mate. Thank you very much.
I'll see you Sunday night.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. And anyone who's still
I'll get in touch.
Absolutely, I was just saying,
and get those chainsaws and bolt pistols for you.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great. And anyone who's jumped into the chat and jumped in to say hi, thank you very much. So yeah, all right, guys.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
We'll leave it at that. And if you want to see us all again, you'll be on Sunday in the evening UK time. For Josh's Slatter Natter, which is always a busy one. That one. So
yeah, it's usually pretty busy. Yeah, that's what I'm
going to get.
So yeah, you're more than welcome, guys. Yeah. So there should be a big one. But thanks again, Johnny. Thanks again, mate.
No worries. Yeah, thank you, guys. See you later. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.